This is the first time for Genesis at the Contact Centre Symposium. It's been a really great experience so far. The level of delegates has been amazing in regards to who we're engaging with, but also just the format of it. Rather than your typical show and tell sort of vendor session, I mean to have really strong thought leadership conversations with customers, really understand what's important to them and what they're trying to achieve.
It's our third time in coming this time round. The reason we like this event is because of the format. It's quite different to most of the other events in the industry, and that's specifically because you are away from a major city. Yes, there's the formal sessions that are part of, like in the conference room, but there's all these other moments of connection outside of that that are orchestrated by Ashton, including the activities that you get to go on as well. And I think that really gives a moment to not just talk about what's happening in the industry, but also connect as people, and I think that's what really makes a huge difference for this one.
We're from a large contact centre, so there's been several large contact centres here as well, so that's been great to be able to connect and just really have conversations about what their challenges are, what their wins have been as well in the last 12 months.
The value of spending time with contact centre leaders in this environment is that it's a couple of days where people have set aside to go deep into exploring some of the trends in the industry. And that means that you have some time to actually spend to get to know some people, understand more about the challenges in their business in a much more relaxed environment than it would otherwise being in a regular meeting.
My experience at the Contact Centre Symposium today really has been one of being part of a community. There is no shortage of people to talk to, no shortage of appetite to have conversations with all the customers here, really eager to learn and really eager to offer their insight into how their businesses work, which is invaluable for us as vendors to be able to serve them better.
The best thing about the event for me has been seeing new technologies from some of the vendors and being able to then take that home and realise who I'm going to actually go and meet with afterwards to have follow-up conversations to help us build out our long-term strategy.
In terms of the calibre of delegates, it definitely stands out compared to other events across the industry. The main difference is there's definitely more decision makers at this specific event. So I guess the industry has determined that this is definitely a key event to look for on the calendar in the year.
The calibre of delegates at the event has been very good. A lot of business side decision makers who are the owners and decision makers around customer experience initiatives.
The calibre of delegates has been really high. We've had some very senior people, very experienced people. It's been a real mixture of industries as well. Everyone's been really, really generous with sharing what's worked well and what hasn't in their businesses.
We know that Ashton Media brings together a great group of delegates who are making decisions, who are influential, not just in their organisations but across the industry. So the opportunity to have time with them, to build relationships and to tell our story was too good to pass up for ServiceNow and for me personally as someone who works within that business.